Hello, happy Thanksgiving. It's my Thanksgiving, April Fools. It's April 1st, and it means April Fool's Day. But before we start playing tricks, let's say our Pledge of Allegiance. Are we ready? Okay, Caroline hung it on the door over here. So hold on, let's get to it.
It's my flag.
Okay, stand up straight and tall. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good job. Okay, so I thought we could do some stuff today, if that sounds okay with you. Hold on. I forgot something. I have to come get my board. We're doing a letter of the day today, and it is the letter M. Do you remember what M looks like? That's right. It goes up, down, up, down. That's an M. Good job. You remember what M says? M, M, M. But it's April Fool's. So I'm going to play my first joke on Caroline. I'm going to call her over, okay? So watch. Watch behind me, okay? Hey, Caroline, will you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Will you run go get me some applesauce out of the pantry?
Yeah. Sure.
Thanks, kiddo.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, was there a rattlesnake in there? April Fools. That was my first trick. We'll do some more in a minute. Okay. Do you remember the other day when I got some Petri dishes out? And it's got that seaweed jello inside. It's really kind of cool. I'm actually going to take a piece out of it out. See? It's like seaweed jello. And seaweed jello is really good food for germs, like bacteria and viruses. And these are called Petri dishes. And so what you can do, what I was telling you last week, is you take a sample with a cotton swab and you get to grow the bacteria and the viruses. Now, do you have to be extra careful doing this? Yes. I taped it up really good, and I'm gonna dispose of this properly with bleach because I don't wanna be messing with no germs. But I did wanna show you kind of what's going on. Now, I swabbed these on Friday, and it's only been a few days, but I wanted to show you something. You know, the door handle going into your home? I started off with a clean little thing, and look at what grew. Whoa. You see all those weird patches in there? Those are all the bacteria that you couldn't see on the door handle, and it's growing. Ooh, isn't that gross? And that's why it's really important to clean things, because those things that you can't see, I got them bigger so you could see them. But those are little colonies of bacteria and who knows what else. And not all bacteria and viruses are bad. Most of them just kind of, oh, whatever, we're doing our job. And you even have special gut bacteria that lives in your stomach that helps you eat really good and helps keep you healthy. And so not all bacteria and germs are bad. It's just we have to watch out for the ones that are. And that's why we wash our hands all the time. I'll show you another one. This one's really gross. This was from the handle to the refrigerator. And this one even grew mold. Do you see those little fuzzy green spots? That was just from my kitchen handle of the refrigerator. And I cleaned that. I felt like pretty good. And look what it grew. Do you see those dots, those fuzzy dots? Yuck. Let's see what else I have. I also did the countertop, the kitchen countertop. This one's super gross because it's not as big everywhere, but you see a lot more. Ooh, look at them. Gross. And then this one, this was hard to read. Oh, You know when you flush a toilet, the toilet flusher? I did that one. Look at all that stuff. Gross. This is why we wash our hands. Now, someone in my house, I had them wash their hands really good. It wasn't me. And then I took a swab of their hands when it shouldn't have been very much left. So look what happened. Do you think that that person washed their hands very good? No. Do you think that she used soap? She might have used a little soap, but did it get everything? No. I won't tell you what her name was, but it rhymes with Bearline. So now that I've done that, I'm going to have to throw those away very carefully, but I kind of wanted to show you how the germs grow. But I'm going to go wash my hands before I do anything, and I want you to help me. Do you remember how long we wash our hands for? About 20 seconds. And you know what's perfect for that? The happy birthday song. So I'm going to get some soap on my hands. Make sure it's enough soap. And I'm going to wash my hands. And I can turn off the water while I'm getting really soapy. Look at that. I get in between my hands, my fingers. I get in here. Oh, all my friends are telling me to get my fingernails.
Yeah,
Fingernails, they really like to get stuck in the fingernails and get around your wrist really, really good. And if you sang happy birthday, that's perfect. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear me. Happy birthday to you. Look how soapy I am. If I get that soapy, the germs just go zoop. They come right off. So now I can wash them. And I can rinse off all that soap and all those germs off. Because like I said, sometimes germs make us sick. And we don't want to be sick. I don't want to throw up. I don't want diarrhea. I don't want a sore throat. That is no fun. So we like to keep our hands nice and clean, don't we? Hold on, it's time for another April Fool's joke. Hold on a second. Wait. I'm gonna have to wash my hands after this one again. Hold on.
I need to wash your hands again. Did you touch more water?
No, just don't worry about it. Shh, I have to get it ready. Hold on. This is a funny joke, but I have to get it ready. Okay, I think I got it ready. Hey, Caroline,
What?
I got this dip out, but it kind of smells funny. Will you come smell it? Just smell it. Just come smell it.
Here, can I hold it?
No, I gotta hold it. I gotta hold it. Just come smell it, please. I'm not gonna get any on you. I promise I won't get any on
You
you.
promise?
I promise. For real. For real.
Come
on.
Let's let me hold it.
No, I can't. I gotta hold it. I gotta hold it. Come on. Ready?
Ew.
No, come closer.
Ew, I got some on my nose, guys. That's all for nothing.
Oh, look what I did.
What is that? French onions?
Finger. I went into the refrigerator. April Fools. I went into the refrigerator. We had some old French onion dip that I was going to throw away. And I cut a hole in the bottom and then I had my finger in it. And I freaked her out. But I think she was expecting one. Will you bring me a paper towel? No, I promise I won't. That's not a joke. So I got her. While I'm waiting to get my finger de-dipped, let's sing a song. You want to sing our new song? Okay. My old hen's a good old hen. She lays eggs for the railroad man. Sometimes one, sometimes two, sometimes enough for the whole darn crew. Cluck, old hen, cluck and squawk. Ain't laid an egg since late last fall. Cluck, old hen, cluck and squawk. Ain't laid an egg since late last fall. Wop, wop, wop. Good job. Now, back to our science that we were talking about. I have here a really cool little microscope. Hold on, let me take this off. I was trying to look at one of the Petri dishes for you, but it's too big for my cool microscope. This is a special microscope. Let me get rid of my French onion dip for you. And it's got a TV on top to where you can see. I wanted to kind of show you how a microscope worked. So I'm gonna put on a slide. You can't really tell what's on the slide, but if I read it, it says housefly legs. Housefly legs? Let's take a look and see what it looks like. So microscopes are super cool because they let you see things that normally you couldn't see with the regular human eye. Oh wow, are you seeing this? Hold on. I'm gonna move it up a little bit. I'm gonna get a good spot of the fly leg here because part of it is very hairy. Hold on, let me find it. There we go. Can you see it? I'm gonna get it into focus here. It has all these knobs, but take a look at that. Can you see that? Look at all those teeny tiny hairs. Did you know that flies have hair on their legs? Just like Daddy. But you would never know until you checked it out on a microscope. And so microscopes are super duper cool that you get to see these things. I'll show you something else. This is a slide. Does anybody like onions? I like onions. This is a slide of an onion peel that I'm gonna find for you. Hold on. Let's get her ready. Ooh, there we go. Can you see that? See all those shapes in there? What are those shapes? Are they circles? I do see some dots, but what are these big shapes? That's right. Those are rectangles. And do you know what those are? Those are plant cells. That's what makes the plant a plant, or all those rectangles. And you can't see them when you're just looking at them, but a whole plant is made up of a bunch of rectangular plant cells. And you see those tiny little dots? Those are the nucleus of the cells. It's kind of like the plant's little brain of the cell, and it tells the cell what to do. Isn't that so cool? Yeah, you can do some cool things with microscopes. I thought I'd show you one more. This is just a stem. Let me get it back a little bit. Let's see. Let me get it down a little bit. There we go. That's a little bit better, isn't it? That, you can kind of see the plant cells again, but you also see these rings that go around it. That's because when plants grow, they add a ring and they add a ring and they add a ring, just like a tree does, until they grow and they grow and they grow and they grow. So it's really cool, the things that you can see with the powers of a microscope. And microscope starts with the letter M, which is our letter of the week. So I thought it'd be cool if we looked at that. You can get microscopes. This one's kind of a fancy teacher microscope with a TV on it, but regular microscopes don't even cost that much. They're like $15 maybe. So if you've saved up enough money, maybe you could get one of these days because they're really cool. And you can go in the woods and find cool things to look at underneath. Sometimes in the spring, I take y'all out and we actually bring our microscopes out. But I don't know if we're going to get to do it this year or not. I hope so. I hope we get to. But if we don't, microscopes are a really cool thing to play with at home. Should we do a story first? Let's do a story. Or do you want to play another joke? Okay. You want me to wait? You want me to save it? Oh, no, you do want me to do it. Okay, let's get ready. Okay, for this next joke, I'm gonna need a little slime. And I'm gonna put it in my hands, but Caroline won't know. And it's gonna be really gross, okay? And I'm gonna pretend to sneeze, and I'm gonna pretend that it comes out. Are you ready? Okay. Hold on, let me call her over. Hey, Caroline.
What?
Can you come help me for a second?
Can I set
I'm not being sarcastic. I wanted to ask you, have you seen what's going on with this microscope?
Yeah, I actually, everybody, I actually did some cool stuff with that microscope.
Oh, did I get that on you?
No, I don't think so.
Don't worry, it's just slime. April Fools. Ha, ha, ha. And guess what? I already got her with the spider on the toilet paper, but I couldn't film that because she was in the bathroom. But she screamed.
Oh, guys, if you ever play a trick and somebody hates spiders, if you want to play a trick on me with the spider, well, I hate spiders, so.
Thanks, kiddo.
Yeah, I'm gonna play
Okay,
with this.
now we can read a book. I like April Fool's joke. It's kind of fun to do little funny jokes on people. Alrighty. This is a great book, and it's one of Caroline's books, and it's really cute. It's called The Best Bottom. It's pretty funny. Frog was taking a nap on the lily pad. There she is. She awoke, stretched, and looked at the farm that surrounded her pond. Frog knew everyone at the farm, and everyone at the farm knew her. When one of her animal friends walked by the pond, they often stopped to talk. That day, Frog decided to venture out of the pond. She hopped over to the farmyard where Peacock was strutting around. As Frog drew close, Peacock spread his tail feathers. "Have I shown you my beautiful tail?" he asked. "Isn't it the loveliest you've ever seen?" Before Frog could answer, Pig lifted his snout out of a pile of manure and grunted, "It's pretty, but my tail is wonderful. It's pink and curls like a corkscrew." Donkey overheard Pig and laughed. "A tail like that won't end well," he said. "Better have a tail like mine. It's much less appetizing and much more elegant." "Elegant," barked Dog. "That mangy thing? There's no better tail than mine. What style, what shine. Even a fox would envy it." Soon, all of the animals were looking at their own bottoms, each one sure they had the best tail. Cat was admiring the stripes on her long, slender one. Horse, who had just been groomed, was swinging his tail back and forth. Rabbit admired his soft pom-pom. Goat flicked her white tail from side to side. Sheep ruffled his ringlets, and Rooster fluttered his beautiful tuft. But who had the nicest tail? Everyone, including Frog, wanted to know. Cow, who was very wise, had an idea. "Let's have a contest," she said. "My sisters and I could be the judges." Everyone agreed that a contest was a splendid idea. They're all lining up. They began to prepare for the judging. Rabbit fluffed the leaves from his pom-pom. Dog smoothed his tail with his teeth. Pig washed his corkscrew in the pond. Everyone was busy. Frog also wanted to enter the contest, but she really didn't even have a tail, just a little green hump at the end of her back. She was so sad to be missing out on all of the fun. But the other animals weren't having fun at all. They'd begun arguing among themselves because they all wanted to win so badly. They're not being very good sports, are they? Frog asked Cow to sign her up for the contest. Cow shook her head sadly and said, "You know, you have the least chance of winning." Frog shrugged her shoulders and replied, "I know, but I thought it could be fun." "Okay then," Cow said, and added Frog to the list. Frog doesn't even have a tail, but she's gonna try anyway, which is really cool. I like her. She's gonna get creative, I think. All the other animals had a good laugh when they heard about Frog. "We like you," Frog laughed Donkey, "but come on, you don't even have a tail." Frog just smiled and started picking flowers. Look, said Pig, she's making a bouquet for the winter. How sweet. Do you think she's making a bouquet of flowers for the winter? I don't know. Let's see. When the time came for the contest finally arrived, the animals were all arguing about which one had the best bottom. My tail's going to win, bragged Peacock. Don't be too sure, Dog barked back. Mine is the cutest, said Rabbit. But I have a corkscrew, grunted Pig. Too bad it's so pink, said Donkey. I hate pink. Well, lucky for me, my tail is black as night, Horse said. More like the bottom of a shoe, Rooster crowed. The bottom of a shoe? I don't have to take that from a stupid rooster, Horse neighed. That's right, said Donkey. Mind your own business, Donkey, bleated Sheep. Yeah, said Goat, mind your own business. Who asked you? Hissed Cat to Goat. What a surprise, a cat being rude, sneered Goat. Not as rude as my claws, warned Cat. They're all fussing and fighting. Look at them. Oh my goodness. The cows are just looking like, oh, hush. But all these guys are fussing and fighting. Aren't they friends? Friends don't fuss and fight, do they? Let's see what else happens. Oh no. That looks like a great big fight. At that moment, Goat lifted her hooves and tried to kick Cat, but Cat ducked and Rabbit got kicked instead. Rabbit flew into Donkey, who backed up and stepped on Rooster's foot. Rooster jumped on Donkey's back and started pecking at his ears. Soon all of the animals were fighting. Fur and feathers were flying everywhere. In the middle of the fight, Cow called the animals to the stage to begin the contest. The animals glumly made their way across the stage, dragging their tattered tails behind them. When Frog was called to stage, she was wearing a bouquet of beautiful flowers on her tail, and it looked great. Cow and her sisters applauded wildly at her creativity. Frog is the winner, they cried. Look how beautiful she looks, and look how proud she is of herself. She didn't have a tail. Everybody else had a tail. She said, you know what? I'm special too, and look what I can do. That is so special. The other animals, ashamed at their behavior, gladly crowned Frog the winner. Look, they gave her a teeny tiny little crown over there, and they were all happy for her. That's what we like. We like for our friends to be happy for us, don't we? Hooray for Frog. Good job, everybody. You know why I really like that story? Is that Frog didn't have a tail, but she still wanted to try. She wanted to try her best, and she used her brain muscles. She used those brain muscles to be creative and create her own tail of beautiful flowers. So sometimes, if you have a problem, guess what the best thing is to use? Your brain muscles. It makes it better every time. And I really liked how all of her friends, they didn't get mad that they didn't win. They were kind of embarrassed that they acted so badly. And they were all happy for Frog when she won. Just like when we play challenge sometimes, and sometimes you don't win, but that's okay, right? Yeah, because your friend gets to win, and you know how good that feels, so you're happy for your friend. And that way we shine our light on them, which is always a good thing to do, isn't it? I think so too. Speaking of challenge, I want to see if you can get a couple of letters here. Let me erase this. I'm gonna try to trick you. I'm gonna do a baby letter that's a little hard. Are you ready? I'm gonna draw it really good for you. What is that? Oh, a bunch of you got it. Okay, if you didn't get it, I'm gonna do the big version of it right next to it. It's an N. Good job. Okay. Now I'm going to do something else. Are you ready? Holler out if you know what it is. It's a number. Ready, set. Good job. That's a 9. You're so good at this. What about this one? I'll give you another baby letter that's kind of hard. It's one of my good friends. Good job. That's baby J. Baby J likes to go fishing. Baby J likes to go fishing with her mom, Big J. They both have fishing hooks, don't they? Good job. You know who else has a fishing hook? Do you remember the other letter that has a fishing hook? That's right, Baby G. Baby G likes to go fishing with them. But does Big G like to go fishing? Do you remember? Let's see what Big G looks like. I think Big G, that's kind of like a fish hook. That's a crazy fish hook. Or maybe he's the anchor. Maybe he throws that into the water so when they're fishing, they don't float away. Pretty neat though, huh? Good job. Can we do a song? What song would you like? Okay, we just sang that one. Somebody say a different one. Oh, you want to do Warm Kitty again? We can do that one. Okay, we'll start with Warm Kitty, and then we'll do Bigfoot. So get your kitty cat. Are you ready? Oh, she's so pretty. Here we go. Sing quietly. Warm kitty, soft kitty, little ball of fur. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. Is she asleep? Okay, we'll sing it one more time. We'll sing it quietly. Happy kitty, sleepy kitty, little ball of fur. Warm kitty, sleepy kitty, purr, purr, purr. Oh, she's asleep. Okay, put her down. Tuck her in really good. Okay, now we have to get Bigfoot. Get your muscles ready. You ready? Oh, you're heavy, Bigfoot. Okay, you ready? Warm Bigfoot, little Bigfoot, giant ball of fur. Happy Bigfoot, stinky Bigfoot, purr, purr, purr. Mine passed out already. Let's tuck him in. Oh. Okay, to put his blanket on top of him. Good job. Tuck him in. Good job. Have you been doing your journals? Now, Miss Jen hasn't told you how to do them, but I sent them home with you. And so journals are a really good way to keep your brain muscles going strong. Now, do you remember the parts of the journal? And if you've never done journal before, it's super easy. I'm gonna show you. You just get a piece of paper like this. Hold on, let me scoot over. And the first part is the beginning. What does beginning start with? B. I'm gonna draw a B up here. And then right in the middle, what does middle start with? Middle. Good job. And then finally we have the end. What does end start with? Good, E. So if I have a B and an M and an E, and then I'm gonna draw some lines to separate them, which gives me 3 rectangles, just like that. The beginning, middle, and the end. I need to clean my board, don't I? Okay, now I would like to do a journal based on the book that we read, The Best Bottom. Do you remember what happened in the beginning of the book? In the beginning of the book, somebody just said the peacock came by. Remember the peacock was like, look at my tail, this is gorgeous. So I might draw the peacock, and it doesn't have to be perfect. What's he missing? His crazy tail. Woo, he's got a beautiful tail, and it's got designs in it and polka dots. And he was telling Froggy, look at my tail, it's gorgeous. And then all the animals were saying the same thing. That's what happened in the beginning. Now, what happened in the middle? Do you remember? That's right. They created a contest on who had the best bottom. You remember? And Frog decided to enter the contest. The cow said, okay. So I could draw Froggy. I'm gonna draw Froggy here. Zoop, zoop, zoop. She's very cute. And maybe she's talking to Cow. Zoop, boop, 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 boop. I'm gonna put big eyelashes because cows have big eyelashes. That kind of looks like a pig, doesn't it? I feel like I should redraw that later. And she was saying, can we have a contest? Then what happened at the end? How did Froggy solve the problem? Yes, she put on a beautiful bottom full of what? Of flowers. And so maybe I'll put a bunch of flowers here on her bottom. She said, oh, thanks everybody. You can't even see the rest of herself. There's her body. And she won the contest, right? So we just told the beginning of the story, the middle of the story, and the end of the story. And you could have added different details. For the middle, you could have put everybody in that big fight with everybody biting each other and scratching and clawing. You could have drawn that too. But see, these are the parts of the story that help tell the whole story. And when you work on your journaling, it really helps your brain muscles get super strong. And that's what we want to happen so that we can solve problems and we can learn how to read. And it's just good to have nice, strong muscles. Speaking of strong muscles, you want to do a pattern real fast? Not feeling very strong, even though I did pull some good pranks on Caroline. Are you ready? Here we go. Clap, 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 ears, clap, ears, clap, ears, clap, ears, clap, ears, chin, clap, ears, chin, clap, ears, chin, nose, clap, ears, chin, nose, clap, ears, chin, nose, head, 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 clap, ears, chin. Oh, I did it wrong. I'll keep practicing. I won't give up. I'm like Froggy. I'll find a creative solution to beat you one of these days. Well, it's about that time. Thanks for joining me. I'm gonna have to go very, very carefully get rid of my nasty bacteria and who knows what else that I grew. And wash my hands again when I'm done, huh? But let's sing our song, shall we? Our song that we always sing at the end. Do you remember what it is? That's right. Here we go. Oh, and before we do that, don't forget, you can always work on your journal. We will work on journals more on the video, but I'd like for you to practice at home too when we're not even talking about it. And don't forget about Lexia. Camilla, good job getting on Lexia today. I saw on the computer that you did a really good job. Thank you very much. Alrighty. And on Friday too, I'm gonna get back to you and if I have any certificates, I'll show you who got a certificate. Remember, you get a certificate anytime you complete a level. Alrighty, back to our song. Are we ready? And don't forget to pull some pranks on people because it's April Fool's. And let me know what you do so I can laugh bunches and bunches. I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck. I love you, a bushel and a peck, a bushel and a peck, and a hug around the neck. I love you so much. Have a great day.